Hi everybody, this is Angel Arts, and today I have another reaction video for you. So one of my viewer friends, Carlo, highly recommended that I check out a new short that was recently released. And I love animated shorts. Pixar was always my dream job to work at, being a computer programmer that really is interested in computer graphics and stuff. And I always loved all numerous shorts that I've seen in the past. And so I thought I would take some time to actually react to this particular one. It's called In a Heartbeat, and I'm not gonna like beat around the bush. I'm just gonna go ahead and watch. I didn't even know this particular short existed until today. So let's take a look at it. Ringling College of Art and Design, filmed by Beth David and Esteban Bravo. Ooh, I really like the soundtrack already. This is really cute. I like the style. It's very bright. It's okay. So we're in a high school or junior high school. Oh. Oh, wow! I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this! Oh no! Oh no! This is so awesome! Oh god, okay, now that's cute. That is very cute. Okay, that's clever. That's very clever. But where did the apple go? I kind of want to know what happened to the apple. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, this is so cute! Oh, and like the facial like animations. Oh, this is so adorable. Oh my gosh. That heart's persistent. Oh no. Oh yeah, the hair. I'm a big like hair person, so that's important. Oh, I'm loving this already. I'm loving this. That's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Gosh. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh god. Oh, right in the feels. Oh gosh, I'm like fighting tears, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, I legit got teary-eyed there. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was so well done. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was really good. Wow. Oh geez. Ah, I oh God, that really, really got to me because I've been there. I've been there. Like when it got to that point where the the kids were all like looking down on the two of them and they were just so awkward and so embarrassed and I could feel like my stomach getting up into knots because I felt that and I felt the way they were looking at him. I mean, for a short that doesn't have any dialogue, some of the best shorts, you know what? All of the best shorts I've ever watched were ones that had no dialogue in it. And it's amazing because these are the kind of stories that transcends language. Like you just watch what's happening and just based on the facial expressions, based on the way that they look at each other, like you know what's going on. You don't need dialogue. Dialogue just takes away from the story. And I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because just like I'm flooded with so many things, so many things about this short. It's hard. It's hard being in that situation. It's so tough, especially back in the day. It's gotten better since then, but it's so tough when you are crushing on someone, when you really like someone, when you're really interested in someone, but you realize that there is like a 90%, a 10%, what, 1 out of 10% chance that that person's orientation is even, you know, the right orientation that could even possibly be interested in you back. And that's not even like taking into consideration that just because that person happens to fall in 10%, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be romantically interested in you. So, so many things are so stacked against you. And the other major difficulty, of course, is, you can't just walk into a room and just like necessarily start hitting on someone. I mean, yeah, I guess you could, but especially back in the day, like if you tried to flirt with someone or on someone, which might be a perfectly normal thing, an acceptable thing for straight people to do, like in a bar session like situation, in a situation where it's not inappropriate for you to go up and like hit on someone. Um, you know, there's can be very dire repercussions for that. It's very possible that the person will not take it well if are tell them or give them an idea that you're interested in them. Of course, like one of the best things that could happen is they take it for flattery, or they just reject you, or even worse, they retaliate, sometimes even violently. It happens, and unfortunately, it still does. So that's why it is so hard. I remember how difficult it was. I wanted to date. I wanted to have, you know, a boyfriend when I was their age. I wanted to, but I couldn't because I was still in a point in my life where I was still afraid of my situation. There was some self-hatred there. I hated myself for quite some time. So I couldn't allow myself, since I didn't really love myself, it was hard for me to love other people, to love each other. And that's kind of where, whenever I end a lot of my videos, that's where that love yourselves and love each other comes from, is because it's a reminder to myself just as much as it is a reminder to you guys, because I've been in a situation where I didn't love myself. And it's so important to be able to be comfortable in your own skin. And if you can't love yourself, then it's hard for you. It's even harder for you to love other people, to love each other. So yeah, it's Oh, that takes me back. That short, so many emotions, a roller coaster emotions all in one. It's amazing because that more short was only what, like 5 minutes? Like however many minutes. It wasn't that long at all. But like you felt warmth, you felt, you felt happy, you felt joy, you felt like cuteness. I don't know how you felt it was funny, it was also gripping and sad and um geez. I felt for that kid. I felt for the Ginger. I love how the main protagonist was Ginger. I felt for him and his heart. Did you notice what was going on with his heart when they were kind of playing tug of war there? Because he was trying to pull his heart away, and his heart was starting to crack. It was starting to break, which was in and of itself a really awesome imagery. But did you notice that the heart could have saved itself at any point? The heart did not have to break at that point. All the heart had to do was to let go of the other guy, the other kid. But that's the really tragically beautiful thing, is that the heart wasn't willing to let go. He couldn't let go. He needed so badly to hold on regardless of the cost, even if it meant his own life, I guess, even if it meant that he would be destroyed. He was still willing to he was still willing to hold on to that love, and that's just wow, that's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Um, my goodness. I didn't expect a short like this to bring in so many emotions because it just really hit me very personally. Even though, you know, I haven't felt those kind of specific things for many years, so it just kind of brought me back to my middle school and junior high school years just to see this. And I hope that the generations now, like the younger generations now, are going to be able to feel more comfortable, you know, being themselves and just treat, if you crush on somebody, it's perfectly okay, and they don't have to worry about a bunch of random kids at their school looking down on them or giving them like a dirty look or judging them. Because just seeing the horror and the discomfort in their eyes. I mean, the redhead looked like he wanted to sink into a hole and just come back never come back from that. um but going back to the short was so beautifully well done. um I like it's the music, the soundtrack was awesome. The art style was amazing. This is just a really great message in general. I'm sure that this video is probably going to have its share of critiques, like I'm sure that there will be people who greatly disagree with the message that this is trying to send. Um, I'm sure there's also a lot of people who also feel like, okay, okay, we get it. Like, stop shoving all this gay stuff down our throats and all. Um, but I feel like in an ideal world, eventually we'll be in a state where um, these movies or these shorts don't have to be made. And by that I mean they don't have to be made to send a message, because the message is already there, or the message is already so innately ingrained in all of us, that like people wouldn't even think twice to wouldn't think twice about a short that dealt with this sort of topic. um, the problem is we're not there yet. We're not at that point yet, which is why you know I think media and pieces of media like this are still valid and important. I feel bad, kind of, for everyone out there who feels like they're shoving all this gayness down our throats. But if you think about it, do you know how much straightness is shoved? I wouldn't say shoved in our throats, but we're exposed to. Pick up any magazine, pick up a book, movies, TV, commercials. Like, the amount of heterosexuality is constant. Constant. And I don't know very many gay people who complain, stop shoving all this hetero stuff down my throat. Stop showing me, all these movies where the girl and the boy end up together. Stop showing me all these TV shows where, you know, these two characters, end up getting married. Stop reading me all these stories where, all that stuff. Like, you don't normally hear us complain about, you know, about your sexuality being shoved under our throats because you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about anyone looking at you differently or treating you differently or telling you stop shoving X thing down my throat because you just have an agenda. Like, you don't have to worry about that really. So that's something that I challenge you to think about. If you think that there's just way too much homosexuality stuff in the media, really ask yourself, how much does that really spoil your day? How much does that really, really, hurt you? How much does that hurt you? Compared to a lot of the things that many people in the LGBT community, how much they have been hurting pretty much ever since that they've gone through puberty. You know, um, you might complain that such a thing got shoved down your throat, and maybe like the gayness or the homosexuality. Let's say that you would get exposed to it once or twice a day. Let's assume you get exposed to it once or twice a day, which I think is still pretty extreme, that you would, on average, get exposed to homosexuality like more than twice a day. Well, um, we get exposed to a lot of things more than that sometimes. And for some people, it's constant. It's not just once or twice a day, it is constant. Constant fear, constant bullying, constant reminder of how little our self-worth. And it may sound like I'm like playing my violins and all, but the only reason why things have gotten better over the years, the only reason why things have gotten better is because we've been playing our violins. It's because we've been exposing it to people. Do you know how many children nowadays actually know what homosexuality is compared to 20 years ago? I didn't know what homosexuality was. I didn't even know that like what gay was or what homosexual was. I didn't even know that existed until I was at least 12 or 13. Had no clue. No clue. Nowadays, kids know what the homosexuality and gay is. Like, kids like younger than 5 know what it is to be gay. And that's important. That's really important. Why do they know what homosexuality and gayness is? Is because they've been exposed to it. It's been quote unquote shoved down their throats. But maybe that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it was a good thing. Um, because because they get exposed to it, they're used to it, and therefore they don't even think twice about it. A lot of them don't even think twice about it unless they're taught to. Sort of like how when I was young, when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, I never thought twice about whether or not, you know, whether or not I should treat or look at my black friends or other friends of color any differently. I never thought about that. Never dawned on me. It never ever crossed my mind that some my friends of color would be, less equal or deserve less rights than other people. It never dawned on me as a kid. However, maybe 30, 40, 50 years prior to that, as a child, that might have been a thing. Maybe that might have been a thing. And I'm sure back in the day, a lot of people were complaining that, stop shoving all these equal rights down our throats, like for the civil rights movement, for the for for Black rights. Um, people were complaining about that, and the only reason why it's gotten better now, it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong, it's still not perfect, but it's so much better. Is because we've been exposed to it, and and you know, I'm afraid that people are going to continue being exposed to it until it does no longer becomes a big deal. The fact that the fact that there are still people out there who complain that this is being shoved down our throats means that um, it still needs to be there, because there's still people out there who feels like it's being shoved down their throats. Once we get to a point where that doesn't feel like it's being shoved in our throats anymore, and it's just completely normal and mainstream, then we're good. Then everybody's happy. Um, and I believe I'm gonna see that someday. I'd like to believe that I can see that someday. So, um, I didn't mean to get off on a big giant tirade, but um, I wanted to address the elephant in the room that has been in my mind, and I think that it got spurred by this specific video. So, um, thank you guys to the creators who created this short. It was so beautiful, and for people like me who could relate to the characters, um, I really appreciate it a lot, because I think that, like I said, it's a great story that many people can relate to, whether you're gay or straight. It doesn't matter. I think everyone can find something about this that they can relate to. Thank you guys for listening, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.